Hello again from the Vuvuzela. Today we're going to be chatting to Daniel from LIV Village. But before we chat to him about LIV Village, Daniel's going to be sharing a little bit about himself. He's a family man and he's a business owner. Daniel, welcome to the Vuvuzela.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit first of all about that accent.
Yes, the accent. Not everyone picks it. Most people say New Zealand. After a while, they're like, "You're an Aussie, aren't you?" Yeah. Unfortunately, in this country,
we won't talk about it.
At the moment, it's okay because you won the last one, so it's okay to say I'm Australian at this time.
You safe?
I'm safe for now.
Yes. So, how did you land up in South Africa?
I actually came for the love of soccer. I was here for the World Cup in 2010. And I was in Cape Town, and then I was going to go on this big adventure for a year and stay with my granny who was in Italy for a year and learn Italian and maybe find an Italian wife. But actually what happened, after the third day of my year-long adventure, I met a beautiful South African lady, and it was love at first sight. We kind of knew in about a week that we would be getting married eventually. So we got married 2 years later, and we chose to stay in South Africa. I thought, let me give one Australian back to the country since they're all going that way. Just because we wanted a life of more adventure and maybe more impact. Excellent.
And then you had a business unfold that was very unexpected.
That's true. So in South Africa, it's actually quite hard for a non-South African to be hired legally. So I had a really good skill. I had a lot of experience working for Ogilvy in Australia for about 4 years. And then the only option I could take was to actually get a spousal visa with my own company. So I registered a company called Daniel Skaftouros, and I was freelancing for about 2 years. And after a while, I started to get my own clients. As you know, in business, it's who you know. And I didn't know anyone here. So, in our first year of business, it was really difficult. We actually made less revenue on a monthly basis than our rent. I don't know how that worked, but we made it through. And after a while, meeting people, making friends, the business just grew really slowly, really steadily over about 8 years.
It's all about building relationships, and as a fellow marketer, I think we both know how important those relationships and networking are.
100%.
Now, LIV Village, I personally know the special work that is done by people involved in LIV Village, but explain about LIV to our viewers.
Sure, let me just give you the context first. So with Weaverbird, our brand slogan and our vision as a business is to be known as the agency that cares. That's what we're going for as an agency. So we do that in 3 ways. We have to show that our staff that we care, we show our clients that we care, and we show our community that we care. So a couple of years ago, we wanted to show our community that we care. So we ended up partnering with LIV Village. And what happened was they had a website, but it wasn't very good, and it hadn't been refreshed for a long time. So Ashley was actually the one who met the CEO at the time and his wife. They were both the CEO, and we just had a really good connection. And we'd actually been working with children at our church for about 5 years in children's ministry. So we already love children, and we were already passionate about that, and it was just the perfect fit for us. So they wanted us to come there. They didn't know what we were going to do. I didn't know what we were going to do, but it all just fit together. So we ended up taking on their website, refreshing it, and we're just, full-time volunteers. But I have another passion, and that's football. Yes. And I was already coaching my son the year before, so I said, okay, I've got a skill. I love soccer. Let me start coaching the under-8 soccer team. So that's what I've been doing ever since.
Coach Daniel.
I am Coach Dan. People don't know me as Daniel Skaftouros, the business owner. The boys know me as Coach Dan. That's it.
That's wonderful. Just to recap, what is LIV?
So LIV Village it's a really special place. It's literally a village. It's quite a big place, right across from Hazelmere Dam, and they take in about 170, 180 children over the years. Who are coming from either orphaned or vulnerable situations. Those children come to the village with the purpose of, LIV's purpose is to rescue a child, restore a life, raise a leader, and then release a star. So at LIV Village, there's a holistic approach to a child's development and restoration. It starts at the home. In each home there's 6 children and 1 mum, and the mum looks after them full time. And then there's also a school at Village, and there's also opportunities later on in life. There's a church on the village as well, which is very much the centerpiece of LIV Village. The founders are Titch and Joan Smith, and they just have the biggest heart for this. They're so passionate about helping these children who don't have an opportunity otherwise. And all the people that work there are just, unbelievable. There's so many volunteers from the UK, from other countries that are coming there, not getting paid, and just investing in the lives of these children. So it's a really, really special place.
How can community members or people get involved? What is it that LIV may need that our local KZN community can get on board with? Any projects?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different projects and a lot of different ways you can get involved. As an individual, you can actually donate, or as a corporate organisation, you can donate with finance, you can donate with time, you can donate by giving things that are needed, such as you can pay for a child's school fees every year. You can donate 2,000 Rand a month, and that 2,000 Rand would pay for that child's education. You can also sponsor a family, and you can also, we have people come in, corporates come in for a day, and they refurbish one of the houses, and they just get stuck in, and it's so rewarding for the people at those companies that are coming in. So yeah, there's so many different ways, but the best thing to do is come visit, because once you visit, you'll really get a heart for what's going on there, and you'll want to, as soon as you meet one of the children, you see what the potential that they have. That's when you really want to get stuck in and give your time.
It's been fantastic chatting to you today, Daniel. You are now officially the one and only favourite Australian person in my life.
Thanks so much, Mandy.
Thank you for joining us today on LIV Village.
Sure.
To our viewers out there, go and visit LIV Village. As you've heard from Daniel, once you've been there, you'll see for yourself the incredible work that they do and how you can get involved. And we'll be sharing details on how you can be in touch with them at the end of this interview. Until next time, stay safe.